Thato Moncho has fallen victim to the cancer radiation backlog crisis. She was diagnosed with inflammatory breast cancer in the year 2020, and due to not receiving proper treatment, including radiation, on time, her condition has deteriorated. Her journey has become a case study for Cancer Alliance, which took the Gauteng Department of Health to court this week. Some years ago, the radiation backlog stood at 3,000 patients. To date, some patients are still waiting, while some have sadly passed away. Sowetan journalist Koena Mashale had a chat with Thato to hear more about her journey.
Thato is a fitness trainer. She's a single parent. She's a friend to everyone she meets on the street. Also, she is a breast cancer survivor and a motivator to many people. So that's who I am. But I was diagnosed actually with inflammatory breast cancer on the 17th of September 2020. At that time, I had forgot that Helen Joseph does do have actually a clinic at the time, because I remember during the walk I had some. So I went the next day. It was on a Thursday morning. When I got there, I went through the queue and the procedure that they were following. So they went on to give me a consent form that I need to sign. I signed, and then they went through the procedure. And they said to me I should call them in 2 weeks' time. They gave me a specific date of the 16th. So when I called them on the 16th, it was on Wednesday. They said I was coming on the 17th. My results are ready. On the 17th, I went, and that's when actually a doctor sat in front of me, the way you are. And she looked at me and was like, I've got your result. I'm like, okay, what are they saying? And she said to me, I'm sorry, but you are diagnosed with what we call inflammatory breast cancer. So I went to Helen Joseph for my surgery. At that time, they did what they called a lumpectomy, meaning the removal of the lymph node and the cancer cells from my armpit and on the breast. So my whole breast was intact, even my nipple was still there. So I went through that surgery. I felt okay. So I felt like a normal person at the time.
After her first surgery, she unfortunately discovered that the inflammatory breast cancer had returned.
Now my breast was starting to have an orange skin and getting reddish. I could also see it. I came back home and she said, please go to Helen Joseph again. So I came back home. That was still 2021. So I came back home and then I went to Helen Joseph the next day. But I remember before going to Helen Joseph, I took a picture of my breast. And then I sent Professor Carol Ben. I'm like, this is how my breast looked like. I'm like, please come to Helen Joseph on Tuesday or Thursday on my vacation. Result, I remember they came back on the 17th of September. Yeah, they came back on the 17th of September. So when they came back on the 17th, it was on a Thursday. No, they came back on the 18th. It was on my Thursday. That was my grandmother's birthday. Then that's when they said to me, you've got inflammatory breast cancer again. Your cancer is back, meaning you have recurrence. I was like, so quick. But yeah. So at the time, Ben said to me, you need radiation. That's the only thing that can assist you now.
After being notified that radiation was the way to go from there on, she attempted to get radiation as soon as possible, a journey which was tiring and yielded no results.
From there, I went straight to the CEO's office, to the other side of the building. So when I got there, I remember they said to me, she's not in. Then they sent me back to another department, which is where they deal with complaints. It's somewhere in the 9th block. I think they said, I don't remember their name. Actually, it's on my tongue, but it doesn't come out. So I went there, and there was a lady, I think by the name of Kifili, if I'm not mistaken. And I cried in pain that I need radiation. If I don't get radiation, huge possibilities that when I come back on the 24th, I'll be at 495. or I might not come back at all. You might not even see me because I'll be dead. I was like, no, don't say so. I'm like, I'm telling you the truth. It is because I know the cancer that I have because I have done research on it. So I found it early at stage 2. The only thing that I need is radiation. Later that night, I got a call from the CEO. Hi, Thato, you speaking to ladies. I heard that you were looking for me. And then, like, yeah, I spoke to some guy, left my number. And then I also went and spoke to your complaint department. You know, I also spoke to that lady. She told me that you were here and you were crying. I'm like, yes, I need radiation. So I need you actually to push because my cancer is very much aggressive. And she went on to a swap story that she's got a brother who has cancer as well, and it's a stiff biko, and the brother is also into the backlog, so I must just swallow it because she doesn't have money to take her brother to private hospital, you know, because radiation costs 100,000, and so there's nothing much she can do, you know. Right then I went on and searched and tried to find the number for MEC as well. So I think she also spoke to the MEC. So I found the number, I called, it didn't go through. I called, I'm not sure how I got the number, but I remember I went into my own research because I can do my research proper when I need to. But luckily, the MEC called me as well. When she called me, at the time, that was 2022. Hi, Thato, you're speaking to so-and-so. I don't remember her name at the time. It was not Mama Loco, it was somebody, you know. So she called me and she said to me, hi, Thato, I heard that you're looking for radiation, you're a cancer patient, and you know that if you need to talk, I'm here. You can still call me at any time so that you can speak to me. I also have a brother who has cancer, so I can't. So it's as if her and Gladys, they spoke before they even spoke to me, because they both gave me the very same story, that they've got brothers who has cancer and it's a stiff biko and there's nothing much they can do. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you're lying. And read the report that she got from Shabalala and went through my file that has been at the radiation department. And I remember her, she saying to me that, I see that you had multiple recurrence and now your cancer is on your lungs. I'm like, yes, that's what he's saying. Honestly, there's no need for you to get radiation. I'm like, how so? She said, radiation is not going to help you anymore. The reason it's not going to help you is because you're anesthetic. Your cancer has moved to other organs of the body, meaning your lungs. So in that way, the department failed you to give you radiation at the time that they were supposed to give you radiation. They make our job difficult. As doctors, today I'm sitting here with you, telling you that you're not getting radiation at all. The only thing that you need to take is the chemo tablets that you need to live on every single 14 days, meaning 14 days in, 14 days out, 14 days in, 14 days out. Besides that, there's nothing much you can do. What I'm saying is that if the department had used the money that we given to them, many of the patients, like me, would have got radiation in time. Even before. If for them, if they weren't actually negligent or having the maladministration, or for them not being arrogant, we would have got radiation at the time that we're supposed to get. Because I feel that the backlog that started 2017, 2018, it was because of their maladministration. When you change management, that manager comes with a different structure of doing things. And they don't know how are they affecting us as patients. Many of our patients have died. That we know that we don't know. On our group, I think 4 passed on now. Since May to now, 4 passed on. 2 on spine, 2 I'm not sure where their cancer was. There's a lady who just passed on as well from cancer. I was taking care of in Orlando because I also do my volunteering to helping people with cancer on my side. there's another lady who just passed on the group Yarunaya ANC. She also had cancer, you know. So all I'm saying is that, what I'm saying actually is that the department, the government, the change of MECs is delaying us cancer patient, is killing us cancer patient. Even when they have money, they're still not willing to use the very same money onto us. I know now they will be screaming and saying, we've done breast surgeries during the Mandela Day. Those are for Mandela Day that were organized out of Mandela Day. It's not because of the Department of Health.